Hello, and welcome to today's Avakin quarterly AMA live stream, Halloween edition. I'm your host Lockwood Adam. With me today I have the wonderful Lockwood Jessie from Customer Support.
I'm here, ready to answer your questions.
She's actually a real vampire. Everyone knows that already though, so yep. We've also got with us Abby.
Hello everybody.
Abby, what sort of mood are you in today?
What sort of mood am I in? You know the little cheeky monkey emoji where they're like covering their ears and they're like, oh, that's me today.
I hate to say this, but that is not spooky enough.
That's what I am.
Okay, fair enough.
Fine. I'm the pumpkin emoji.
The pumpkin emoji is fine. With us today we also have a fourth guest, as you can see from the screen. Off to the left there, with some kind of crazy dark aura. Fresh from Customer Support also, the one and only Lockwood Sylvia.
Hello.
These AMA events, they're an opportunity for us to answer any of your questions about Avakin and the Lockwood team and stuff like that. So if you ask a question in chat, it may get answered. We put out some posts earlier asking for pre-asked questions. So we'll go through that list of questions that have been asked there and try and get through as many as we can. But keep the questions coming through, and if we see one that we know the answer to, we'll answer it for you, really. Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry about this vibe. I'm trying to be spooky, but it's coming across as a little bit weird.
I tell you what it is. It's really hard for me to come across as like really spooky when I have too much energy for that. Like, I love Halloween. Don't get me wrong. One of my favourite times of year, but I'm just way too bubbly.
Yeah,
like a bubbling
that's true.
cauldron.
Bubbling cauldron of Avakin. There we go. Right, okay. Without further ado, let's begin. Okay, so I'm going to do a few questions that have come through from us for us on social media. As I say, we'll try and answer as many as we can. Okay, question one is come through from Vince, and it's: is it possible you could analyse and consider making age restriction higher as well as adding more colour options to clothes? That's kind of two suggestions, but colour options for clothes, it's not something we really know the answer to right now. But with regards to making age restriction higher, the app used to be a higher age, but unfortunately
It used to be 17 plus.
Yeah, it used to be 17 plus, but we had to make changes for various reasons with regards to how apps are published and things like that. So unfortunately we're unable to make the age higher.
Yeah,
so,
we don't really see a need to make it higher. I mean, the type of content that we produce and the type of app that we are, the age restrictions that we currently have are appropriate. So
yeah,
you know, that fits our bracket.
yeah, it does. And plus, it's kind of out of our control. It's with our publishers and things like that.
Yeah,
so,
It would end up excluding a lot of our wonderful players.
Yeah.
So.
Okay. Okay, question for Jess. No, this one's a good one for Abby, actually. Why don't they add joysticks for general use? That's from a guy called Neil Shah.
Okay, well, it's just not something that we have developed at the moment, and it's not something that we've actually had that big of a cry out for.
Yeah. If you feel it's a good idea, you can leave this as a suggestion on our Reddit.
There's a suggestion.
We'll pass it back to the team. The team will take a look, see if it will work for us, and that kind of stuff, really.
But at the moment, it isn't something that we've had lots of people asking for, really.
Yeah.
And you know, get it on the forum if it's something that you super want, and get it, you know, on the Reddit and see if people also agree. But thus far, it's not been something that we've had a major cry out for. So.
Not the forums. The forums are slowly going to be
forums are
disappearing, I'm afraid, for those of you the small minority of you that actually love our forums.
Oh,
yes.
just to add on to that, if you go into the apartment edit, there is actually a joystick mode option that you can use.
Yeah, I think this is for general sort of walking
yeah,
around.
for movement around.
Yeah, but I'm just saying that we do have that for that specific part of Avakin. Like.
Yes.
It's also as well because at the moment we're getting to a point where you're going to want to be clicking on things more, shall we say?
Yeah.
You're going to have more options to do certain things, so you're going to want to be clicking on things more often. So to have a joystick to then walk, to then stop, to then click, it's going to be a bit more jarring than if you're just sort of, you know, working with things the way that you are at the moment. So
yeah, exactly.
With things that we've got planned in the pipeline, the current way of manoeuvring is well suited. So.
Plus, there's quite a lot of development that would go into that as well.
Yes,
It would open potentially a world of new bugs.
Yeah.
For you
exactly.
guys.
And
So,
if we were to put all of our focus on that, then that means that other things that are in the pipeline wouldn't come to you as quickly.
Yes.
And I think that there's probably definitely some other things that you are going to want sooner rather than later.
Yeah. So far this year, Avakin's the local team have actually delivered quite a lot of stuff that has been asked for in previous years.
Yeah.
And there's more stuff that you've requested coming later in this year as well. It's a very exciting time for us.
There's a lot. It's been a really busy year. It's been an exciting year actually for us, I'd say.
Yes. Yeah, it has.
And there's still so much more to come as well.
Just clear this up whilst I see it go past in chat, just so we don't have to bring it up again. Why aren't the zombie eyes in the shop? Well, we weren't going to release them anyway, and we thought the best way to release them was to attach them to a bundle. In buying the bundle, you're not actually buying the eyes directly, you're actually buying a coin pack and getting the eyes as an additional free item.
Yeah.
Or free items, so to speak. So this does quite a lot of things for you as well. It gives you coins to spend, gives you zombie eyes for male and female. It gives you, what's the other one called? I've forgotten. There's another set of eyes for male and female in there as well. And it also stops ads from appearing in your app as well.
Yep.
And you are supporting us.
Yeah, and in purchasing a coin pack, you're supporting development for the free app that you love.
It also means that you're able to buy a full outfit to go with the eyes, so you're not going to have to purchase the eyes to then go with an outfit as well. Like you're going to have everything that you need then to go and get yourself ready for Halloween.
There are so many more really cool, exciting Halloween things coming as well. The eyes are but a tiny part of that.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I mean, we have released the Halloween update, but we don't release everything for Halloween in that update. It's gradually rolled out until Halloween Day. So more stuff comes out every week.
Yep. Cool. Totally. Okay. Who inspires you for fashion? Sylvia, do you want to answer that? That's from a user called Cajun Queen.
Yeah, I can do. I mean, that is a question for Ria, really. But she takes care of she takes care of everything fashiony. But we do take inspiration from celebrities and just outfits that we see different places online, and we just kind of try and follow themes. So for the Halloween update, we tried to look for everything, the really spooky things to put into the game. So yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of, Ria does a really good job of following current fashion trends, and she keeps up to date with, absolutely everything. She's finger on the pulse, kind of keeps an eye on everything that is coming into fashion, going out of fashion.
You should see her desk. It's stacked and stacked with fashion magazines. It's crazy.
So yeah, she's influenced really by a number of avenues, but it's all kind of modern and current. But that being said as well, she's been inspired by, periods of time in history and stuff as well. But
this is
usually when
true.
It's been pulled back into fashion again. So she's got quite a wide scope on things.
Yeah. What about personally? Who inspires you guys personally for your own fashion?
Oh,
I inspire myself.
Jess, you inspire me.
Thanks, Adam.
Okay.
I'm going to say Captain Mal Reynolds.
What?
From Firefly.
Okay.
Because I want to be a space pirate.
Okay, fair enough. This is a series I don't know about. Okay, Sylvia, what about you?
Well, I feel like me and Locker Jessie are spooky in different ways. She likes the cold purple, and I just like everything black. So both kind of goths, but in very different ways.
Yes.
Which is cool.
Very good. So that's us.
What about you, Adam?
Mate, you've inspired me.
No, just me. Okay.
Okay, I've just seen, just whilst this one pops up through chat as well, someone's mentioned modders in Avakin Life. Yeah, modding is discouraged, as it is in most games. But as we currently stand, we do take action on accounts that are reported to us. So if you see a modder in game, feel free to report them, and we'll take the appropriate action. Okay.
Yep.
Okay, any questions, guys? No, I'll keep going then. Nike owns a few companies like Converse and Hurley and some others. Will other Nike-owned brands be available in Avakin in the future? That's from Reddit.
Yeah, okay, so when we work with a brand and we do a release with a brand, we make an agreement to release those specific items, so it's not a case of, I don't know, like we've worked with Ray-Ban, so it wouldn't be that we'd be able to release absolutely everything that Ray-Ban have ever made. It's only the agreed upon items, so it's a case-by-case basis. So if, for example, they came forward with Converse, then we would be able to make Converse that was agreed upon between the third party and ourselves. So no, just because we've worked with a brand, it doesn't mean that we can produce content based on anything that they've ever done. It has to be like a two-way conversation and agreed upon, just to make sure that it is all above board and everything. So never say never, but it all depends on what happens.
That's my line. Oh.
Sorry.
Yeah, never say never. There we go. I'll say it anyway. Okay, one for Jess. Will you guys make it easier to delete your account for the game? That's from Reddit.
The short answer is yes. At the moment, it is a very manual process. But yes, in the coming month or two, maybe, hopefully, you'll be able to do it yourself.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, that's the support side update that we will let you know about when it arrives. So.
I might add that we do get quite a lot of requests for people to delete their accounts, without them realising that once an account is deleted, it means it's gone permanently. So if you do send us a deletion request, we will tell you this at various stages.
Yes, definitely.
We do even find some of you users that have asked us to delete accounts, asking us again and again to get the account back. It's something we literally cannot do. So if you are 100% sure you want to delete an account, we can do that for you, but it's permanent.
Yep.
So,
yes. Hence the word deletion.
Yes. Yeah. Okay, one for... Let's have a look. We've got some really interesting questions this time. We usually, when we do these, we usually get the same questions that we've had the previous month, but these are very different. So, really good, guys. Thanks. When is the hug animation coming out?
Okay. So, I don't want to give you a specific date on anything.
Because it's subject to change. It's not because we're being secretive, it's because it might change.
Because it could change. However, expect to see it within the next 4 to 8 weeks.
This year?
This year, yeah. Within the next 4 to 8 weeks. I feel like that's a fair
we're just trying to make these player interactions as perfect as they can be before we release them to you.
I've actually spent a lot of time this morning with them, so yeah, they are on the way.
Yeah, exactly.
There's just a lot of work that's gone into it. So
I expect when they do come out, just to answer the next question, they will be at various prices.
Various prices, yeah. So the current pricing isn't, again, it's not confirmed yet. So that's another reason that we can't confirm a release date for you or anything. But yeah, there will be a variation in the price, but we can't give you a specific price point just yet.
Okay. And just clear one thing up, because we're noticing this come through still, even though I've answered the question about zombie eyes being in the store. The zombie eyes won't be in the store.
No.
No, we're not going to put them in the store. So the only way you're going to be able to get them is by buying the bundle
Yeah, it's an IAP bundle.
Yeah, it's an old item. It's not something that we're going to do. But as we say, there's plenty of other items if you don't want to buy that coin pack that you can get from the store coming this month. So, there. I've got a very vague one from someone called Vasco. Can we improve this game better? We work towards this every release. We're constantly trying to make improvements. Occasionally some bugs do slip through the net, and we try to fix the bugs as quickly as we possibly can. Sometimes we do rely on you guys to report these bugs to us, because in the Avakin, in the Lockwood testing department, we don't have every single device available to us. We only have a select few, because there's tens of thousands of devices around the world. So you might have a device that is experiencing a bug, but we're unable to reproduce that because we don't have that device, so we rely heavily on your feedback on this. So if you do spot a bug in Avakin Life, report it on avakin.com/bug report, bug-report, sorry, and the team will take a look into that. With regards to improvements in the game, you will notice that whenever we put out an update, that at the moment there's usually a new feature. So yep, we're constantly improving. So thanks for that question. Thank you.
Yep. Right, let's have a look at some of the questions that you've got for us here. Can we keep the animation sets after Halloween? So I'm guessing that this is in reference to the ones that we're using right now.
Oh, they mean the zombie one,
zombie,
the vampire one that
yeah.
came out yesterday,
And
etc.
the answer is yes, you will still be able to use these after Halloween. However, it is worth bearing in mind that we are actually moving towards dress codes. So this is something that we'll be introducing down the line in Avakin, but we will be introducing dress codes to enter certain scenes and, you know, potentially get involved with certain events. So let's say there is a, high glam event, then you wouldn't be able to enter it wearing a, spooky animation set and, a vampire outfit. So yeah, you will still have it, you can use it all year round. It's just be aware that there will be certain events in the future that you won't be able to wear it for.
Yep, yeah, exactly. Sorry, I shouted
yeah.
then. Is this volume okay, guys? Because we're struggling to hear ourselves here, and then I just shouted into the microphone, so sorry about that. Okay, okay, so what else have we got? Would it be possible to have a premium subscription to Avakin Life? This is something that we are thinking about, we're considering, but same with everything, if we do introduce a feature like this, then it won't be, well, it won't be out until we've got exactly what we want ready for you. Well, exactly what is going to be the best version of a premium subscription service for you. If anyone's got any suggestions for how they would like to see this work, feel free to leave them on our Reddit and the team will see, as usual.
Yeah.
With regards to Reddit, actually, if you guys are using Reddit, that's great. But can I ask that if you see a suggestion on there that you like, you use the up vote and down vote arrows on the left hand side of the thread. If you like it, vote it up. If you don't like it, vote it down. That way we can get a really good feeling for how popular a suggestion is.
We want to know what's important to you guys, so we can start making an action plan.
Yes.
So I have a question here, which is, where will the werewolf costume be added back for sale? I have some good news for all of you werewolf-loving people out there. You'll be able to get a hold of male and female werewolf outfits as of Friday.
Oh wow, okay. So Friday, exclusive information for everyone watching this stream. Friday is Werewolf Day.
Yep, Friday is
it full moon as well?
Oh,
that would be so cool.
I don't actually know.
Mind you, that depends where you are on the planet, doesn't it?
What?
Does it? I'm not sure. Science has destroyed me, sorry.
Science always destroys Adam. On a daily occurrence. He's going to never live this down.
Jess, can I ask, are you a vampire or a werewolf? I know the answer to this.
So why ask him?
Because they don't. They might be.
I bet they do.
Okay, what about you, Abby?
What, vampire or werewolf?
Yeah.
I'm a pumpkin, we've been over this.
No, that wasn't an option.
I thought you were a unicorn anyway.
Yeah, I am. I'm actually, we've been over this. I'm like...
Abby is many things.
You could be a hybrid, like a vampire.
Shapeshifter.
Third unicorn, third pixie, third princess.
But at Halloween, you must have
What, a
A
preference?
dark persona.
Yeah, a pumpkin.
Come on.
I was
That's
not good
just
at
a
this game.
vegetable.
Vegetables can be scary.
Okay, Sylvia, what about you? Are you a vampire or?
Yeah, definitely a vampire. Can't be a werewolf. Can't deal with all that.
You're definitely a werewolf, Adam.
I'm not. I'm totally vamp.
No, you're not.
I am.
No.
You're totally a werewolf.
I'm not.
Yeah, you're
I'm not even that keen on dogs. Speaking of which, has everyone seen the sneak peek for Petkin Park?
Yes. This is so exciting.
It's exciting, isn't it? If you haven't seen that, if you check the previous video on our stream, on our YouTube feed, after this stream is finished, please don't go anywhere just yet. But after the stream is finished, you'll be able to see the wonderful Petkin Park sneak peek.
It's really exciting.
Yeah.
So yeah, in regards to the Petkin Park as well, some people have been asking if we're going to be able to take our Petkins in other locations across Avakin, and if it is just for dogs. And the answer to that question is currently yes, it is just the park that you will be able to take your Petkin.
Dogs.
Yeah, and at the moment it is just dogs. However, you know, hashtag soon, hashtag who knows, hashtag wait and see on the rest of it.
Yeah.
I can't say any more.
I expect, as
We'll see.
this is a feature we've been working on for a very, very long time. It was suggested, first time I saw this suggested was probably about 3 years ago maybe. So it's taken that long to create this kind of a
Somebody
feature.
has just asked, like, when is Petkin Park coming? Very soon.
Yeah, it's very soon.
Very soon.
It's a very soon feature.
This isn't a
with-
4 to 8 weeks soon. This is a very soon.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. So with this feature though, because it's been in development for so long, we're releasing the most simplified version of it, just so we can get a feel for how it works, in case there's any bugs or anything like that need to be ironed out. It's a social spot. I am right. Yeah, it is a social spot.
Yep.
So you'll be able to see it, providing you update to the update that's actually contains this feature. Then you'll be able to test it. If you're not on the latest update when that release has come out, then unfortunately you won't be able to see it. But you can always visit the App Store to get that. Sorry, Abby's just pointed out I was facing the wall. That's not very interesting for you, so apologies for that.
We find him in the office sometimes, he's in the corner.
Yeah, I was trying to demonstrate the animation pack with the vampire, but I
Try
got
lying
a little
down
bit.
as well.
Got a little bit
Oh, yeah, let's try lying down. How do I do that?
So-
You need to go to a bed.
Yeah.
Oh, there's no beds here.
Oh no, why not?
No, this was decorated in 2014, I think.
Whoa.
It's- yeah, it's cool.
Get with it, Adam.
It's alright, behind the times. Okay, I've already covered about a couple interactions, costs, and things like that. So if you want to know about that, you can scroll back in the chat later.
Can I point something out?
yeah, go for it.
On the support side of things. I've noticed on social media that there's been a whole lot of people complaining about being banned for being underage. I will say, if you do say that you're underage, even if you are just role playing, you will be banned. This is to protect you and potential underage people in our app. If you are of age, if you're 13 or over, you can submit your real life ID to us, and you will be unbanned.
Providing
but-
you can prove that you're old enough to play Avakin,
Yeah, of course.
then we're not banning people for no reason.
We wouldn't do that.
No,
We
there's
want
no
as many
reason for us
people
to
to
do
play
that.
our app as
Exactly.
possible.
Exactly.
So yeah,
we don't ban anybody because it's fun or
No.
it's nice. It's literally just to protect that person and the rest of the players. You know, it's because we care. It's not because we're trying to ruin people's fun.
No,
Yeah,
no,
exactly.
exactly.
So,
Exactly.
Just be very careful when you are role playing though. I know a lot of people do like to role play families, but when you are role playing a younger person, it's actually against our rules to age play. So please bear that in mind.
It's quite difficult for us to detect the difference between someone actively admitting that they're underage to play and age playing.
Exactly,
So,
yeah.
And it's also worth remembering as well that age play and role play are two different things.
Exactly.
They're two different things. Role play is completely acceptable.
Vampires.
We support it. We have role play week in the app. We absolutely love
Yeah.
role play. Age play is something that we do not support. So
Okay. Katie Bun Bun Girl Gamers just said in chat, we're literally just talking about this now. If you contact support and you can prove that you're old enough to play, then your account will be unbanned. It's as simple as that. So.
Please add more food items to the shop. That's a suggestion. Go over to Reddit, pop your suggestion on there. If you've got ideas as well, what kind of food you'd like adding, that'd be great.
Yeah. What's your favourite food?
What, Halloween?
What's your favourite winter?
Like Halloween.
Fall food, autumn food.
Okay, pumpkin soup. I make really good pumpkin soup.
Pumpkin spice latte.
Yeah.
No, it's pumpkin soup, and it is the season of apple crumble.
Oh yeah.
Cinnamon apple crumble, which I've been making.
Okay. What about you, Jess?
I don't know if there's autumn.
You really like blood.
Well,
That's the
I do
correct
like
answer.
vanilla mixed in with that.
Vanilla blood.
Oh no.
Gross.
I do like a good vanilla hot chocolate. I don't know if that's autumn specific.
You
but-
drink hot chocolate all year round, though.
Well, it's just me.
It could be the middle of summer, and you will be drinking hot chocolate.
It's just my thing.
What about
true.
you?
Me, just pizza with seasonal vegetables on it. That'll do.
That's
that'll
such a
do
lazy
fine.
response.
Give me a pumpkin and squash pizza. Yeah, that'll do.
What about you,
I'm
Sylvia?
against this. Well, I was going to say pumpkin spice latte, but now that's too cliche.
You can still say it.
Well,
It's
okay,
fine.
I'll say that then.
No one will judge you.
No one will judge you, no.
I think you can actually get a pumpkin spice latte drink in Avakin.
You can indeed.
Yeah,
There
you
you
can.
go. I'm sorted.
And there are pumpkins that you can just place around your apartment.
Yeah.
So eventually, one day, with interactive items, you may even be able to make your own.
Who knows,
Who
Adam?
knows?
What
Maybe
a
if
great
it's
idea.
suggested on the
Why
forums.
haven't we got a giant pumpkin
Not the
apartment?
forums, on Reddit.
Maybe next year, giant pumpkin apartment.
Well,
What,
I
where
g-
you're inside a pumpkin?
Yeah.
that'd be amazing,
Yeah.
like the old woman that lives in a shoe, but in a
Yeah,
pumpkin.
in a pumpkin.
Yeah.
Right, I'm just taking credit for this right now, in case it is released, then you can all thank me later.
I had that idea tattooed on my arm, and she's just read it from my arm, and it was my
No,
idea
no, you
originally. I got it
didn't.
done in
No, be
in
quiet.
2008.
No.
Alright, anyway, that's enough of that.
Guys.
Thief.
Excuse me.
Okay, question. I think Sylvia could probably answer this one. Lockwood, why are you so particular about who you add in game, even after someone explains who they are and what they do?
Assuming they mean about friend requests. maybe.
Yeah, friend request but us.
Yeah.
Reasons why we can't accept everyone as
Well,
friends.
The thing is, when we go into a scene, we get so many people like asking to be friends with us, and it's just if we accepted everyone, that would literally break the game. We just
It would.
I'm not even
yeah.
joking. We get like 1,000 requests easily a day.
and
like-
that would not be possible.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, back in the day, I used to accept everyone, but it got to the point where I had about 10,000, and I
Yeah.
literally
It's like,
couldn't load the
no.
app anymore. So I
You get
just
into your
had to
friends
delete
list, and
everyone.
because the devices
Yeah.
were older then, they didn't have as much
Yeah.
memory and things
Yeah.
like that. It would lag so hard,
Yeah.
wouldn't it?
And it's
Yeah.
not as though we can just accept one person either, because if we accept one
Exactly.
person,
Yeah.
we have to accept
Everybody.
everyone. So
Yeah.
it's
So
all or
we,
nothing.
we can't make exceptions, unfortunately.
So our current rule is, if we're working with someone on a project, something
Yeah.
like that, then we can
Yeah.
add them temporarily whilst we're
Fair.
working on that project. But that's literally it.
Exactly.
There's like 35 million of you now, so
Yeah, there's a lot of you.
there's a lot of you. It's
Best place to
we can't
interact
make
with us
difference.
directly is on our Instagrams.
Absolutely.
exactly.
Yeah. So if you
Yeah,
can catch
so-
us in app, that's the best place to find us.
when we have time to respond, though.
Yes.
Yeah, that is true. So, okay, we've not got many questions left. Keep the questions coming through. We've got a few minutes left. Why don't we have a better support system, and why don't we respond directly on Facebook or Instagram like we used to 2 years ago?
Do you want me to answer that?
We'll
We
do this one
can't-
between us, I think.
Okay, I'll just start with, we can't answer support requests on social media because we need to keep all support in one place so it's easy to track what's currently a problem in the game.
Yeah.
That's just one example of why we have to do that.
Yeah, companies that offer support via social media are usually committed to that kind of support, whereas
Yeah.
we have one of the best support systems you can actually get, and it needs to be kept on there for legal reasons,
Yeah.
just as an example.
Mhm.
It all needs to be trackable so that we can refer back to it if we need to, or if you guys need more information. that kind of thing. Also, with our support system, we have a very cool FAQ system built in, which you can access through the website or the portal in the app.
Written by yours truly.
Written by a wonderful local Jessie. So if you've got any questions with regards to how the basics of the game work, that kind of thing, if you ask those through on the support ticket system, we can actually link you directly to those questions. So it's pretty cool. It's
also,
pretty cool.
if there's anything on the FAQs or if there's anything that you want to know that's not on there, put it on Reddit, and then maybe if enough people upvote it, we can add it as an official.
Yeah, we can do. Yeah, but the long story short, we can't support on social media just because it's very bad for tracking purposes. So we need to have a record of it. With regards to having a better support system, as I mentioned, we do have the best support system you could possibly get. I expect that this particular person's talking about potentially response times to tickets and stuff like that. As we said earlier, there's like 35 million of you. Our response time fluctuates depending on how busy we are at the time.
Yeah.
At the moment, I think we're around to a few hours for support response, depending on the situation.
It depends, because I'll quickly explain how it works. When a ticket is submitted or created, it gets put in a certain category. So different categories have different response times, you see. So the highest one that we've got is probably underage bans. That's probably just over a day, but we are working on shortening that time.
And it isn't just us in Lockwood here. We have quite a huge team on customer support. Yeah. There's about 20 of us in total. Yeah. So
I mean, over the coming months, you'll probably see a lot of updates from me about support and how it's changing. So yeah. Keep an eye.
So I hope that answers that. Because we do try and help you as quickly as possible. Yeah. We're not just sat here twiddling our thumbs. But yeah. Okay. We've not got much time left at all. Okay. I think. Has anyone seen anything that we can answer quickly now? One more question.
I would like to see lots of Halloween edits on Instagram, because I like to, every morning I just go on hashtag play Avakin and see what people have uploaded that's spookified.
Yeah, so, Halloween is the season of edits, so bring it on. Just remember to hashtag, what's it, Avakin, hashtag Avakin, and we'll have a look at those edits. Okay, so thanks to everyone that joined us today. This AMA will remain on our YouTube after we finish today, so if you have any friends that missed it, feel free to share it with them. Remember, you can follow us on social media over at Facebook, here on YouTube, Instagram, Snapchat, VK for our Russian-speaking users, and also on Twitter if you're looking for server updates and things like that.
And Reddit!
Yes, and now we have the wonderful feature that is Reddit, which is going to be a replacement for our forums. So if you have any suggestions, feel free to pop over there and subscribe. I know that a lot of you are there already, but you've not actually subscribed as many as we would have hoped. So if you want to keep up to date with the latest posts and things on Reddit, remember to create an account and subscribe over there. We will be back. When are we back?
Next week.
Next week we're sneak peeking an apartment, aren't we?
No, we have.
Just checking really quickly. Just checking.
No, next week we have a special party event.
Oh. The music's gone a little bit weird. Tell us in a spooky voice what's happening next week.
I can't say in a spooky voice. We've been over this. I'm not spooky at all. No, I can't actually say too much about it. But we'll be having a fun Halloween house party.
Oh, okay.
So
will there be pizza with vegetables on?
Seasonal vegetables.
Seasonal vegetables.
So
nice.
All of you need to get your best Halloween costumes on. So we'll be hosting it at my house.
Nice.
Cool. Really good.
Okay, just one more thing. I just noticed this come through. I just want to address this really quickly. Someone's just said, why don't we have the Halloween skin colours? The majority of you do. There's a few of you, and I believe this is only affecting people with Apple devices. They will be coming, but it's slightly delayed. So just bear with us, you'll definitely get them. Okay.
This is what we mean by device-specific bugs.
Yeah,
Classic
exactly.
example.
Yeah. Okay, that's everything we've got time for. Thanks.
Bye, guys.
Thanks. Right, we'll see you soon. We'll see you next Wednesday.
See you next Wednesday. Bye.
Bye.